Hello fellow soap makers, and welcome to another weekly recipe of melt and pour. In this video, we will take the previous rainbow spirals mold and give it a whole new different design. For this particular type of soap, we will have to cut the chambers separately and slowly turn the top inside. Just like the previous video, we will only use 3 chambers. Now we will start by choosing our colors. This time we will go for a cold blue, followed by a fruit green, gold leaf for yellow, crepe myrtle just to bring a bit of life, and a violet blue to match the cold blue. Now we will bring our molds and slowly try to push the top inside, just a little, until it looks like this. We will do the same for the rest of the molds. Bring our scale and start pouring around 40 to 50 grams white melt and pour base in 2 jugs. Now we will add in our cold blue in 1 jug. Give it a good stir. And we will also reinforce the color with a liquid blue. We will set these aside, bring our mold back and begin by pouring around 40 grams of clear melt and pour. Now we will slowly add our cold blue at high viscosity. Slowly on one side. Now we will continue with our simple white melt and pour base on the opposite side. And give this a slow swirl, just enough to partially blend the two together. You may choose to top up with a tiny bit of clear on top. Allow this to cool down and harden. Cosmo, playful as always. For our second soap, repeat the same mixing process with our fruit green color. For this one, we will add in our gold leaf color. Give it a good stir, and bring back our mold. Start pouring around 40 grams of clear melt and pour, and top up with the green and the yellow color. We will slowly give the two a gentle swirl, and top up with the remaining color of choice up to 100 grams. Allow to cool down and harden, and prepare for our last color mix. Now we will start to pour another 40 grams of white melt and pour, and mix in our crepe myrtle color. We will also darken the color with a red liquid colorant, and give it a good shake. Continue to pour another 40 grams of white melt and pour, and mix in the last color, our violet blue. We will also add a touch of liquid blue. Give it a strong shake, and begin to add the clear melt and pour, and both of our colors at a high viscosity. Slowly apply a gentle swirl, and continue to add the remaining colors and the clear melt and pour until we hit 100 grams. Now we will unmold our bases. And wow, would you look at that? The clear melt and pour gave it such a nice glossy effect. You can also see how well the gradient formed throughout. And while this is always the best part of the video, we won't be done just yet. These little guys are made with a sugarcraft mold, and we will use them to decorate our bases. We will start by adding a high viscosity clear melt and pour, and add a few green leaves, and a pink flower in the middle to offset the color. We will leave it aside, bring our blue base, and repeat the same process of adding high viscosity melt and pour, and a colorful palette of different sugarcraft items to make the blue pop. And for the last mold, we will simply add one big flower in the middle. Look at how nice and unique these are. Now we will add a pedestal feel to them, and you can learn more about this technique by looking at my advanced melt and pour course, where we bind 3 different soaps together. We will fill these candle molds with white melt and pour, and allow them to harden so that we can process them further. These harden relatively quick. Now, using a hot knife's blade, slowly touch the base. And we will add our first soap and gently apply pressure to create a temporary bond, while slowly melt the sides to reinforce that bond. We will repeat the same procedure for our second soap. And lastly, our third one. And gently apply pressure. As you can see, the bond is now permanent, and it does hold both of the soaps well together. And there we go. Look how pretty these soaps are. If you've enjoyed the video and you like the idea, please consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribe. As always, thank you for watching, and see you next time.